Hello everyone, welcome to Carte-Blanche fx.net. My name is Roman and today I'm gonna show you one way of compositing in Nuke and Cinrma 4D. I'm really apologize for my terrible English, but I hope you will understand what I'm going to tell and maybe you'll learn something new. Well, here we go. What do we have in Cinrma 4D? We have simple model of barn, just several planes and cubes. For roof, I'm using this wavy spline, then extrude and add displacement deformer. For the icicles, I'm using really low poly model, put in hypernarbs and add a displacer. What's next? Next is material. Texture in color and diffuse channel and grayscale version of texture in the displacement channel. Convert to grayscale, make right inside in Cinrma 4D with using a filter. For the icicles, I'm using material from content browser. For lighting, I'm using physical sky object. And I have coordinates and time when I was shooting footage. Unfortunately, I don't have HDRI for this shot, so I used a background image for GI, just for matching color temperature. Let's go to the render settings. In the settings of global illumination, set gamma 2.2 and ambient occlusion, reduce this parameter to 25. Select all needed passes, and I highly recommend select all passes, because you never know what might be useful for the compositing. In the object buffer, we choose a house, include roof, walls and cubes. Save in OpenEXR format in 32-bit per channel. And same thing for multipass. That's all, hit render. After the main render, we must render the color mask. That will help us in the compositing. It's pretty simple. Select roof, choose compositing tag, turn on matte object and choose color, for example red. For walls, same thing, but pick a green color. I hope you understand the concept of this. Then go to the render settings, turn off GI and ambient occlusion and turn off multipass. Rename and save this. Well, it's time to jump into Nuke. This is the original Nuke script, but I think we can start with something new. We already have all elements of the composition. We have a background, EXR file, and look at this. This multipass from Cinrma 4D in one file but separate channels. And this actually looks like magic. Our masks and fallen snow layer, just picture from the internet. Now check in the project settings, click S and set the HD resolution, the same resolution of our background. First of all, we need a snowy background. The idea is to identify the most contrast areas of the image, desaturate and lay on top of our background. Click Tab, set the contrast 1.75, set gamma to 0.4 and gain to 154 and saturation bring to 0. Then lay on top this contrast and desaturate image of our image using merge node, operation over, and mix 0.5. Looks not bad, but trees are still green. Maybe winter came so suddenly, but I think this is not the case. Fix this problem will help node called hue correct. Green sub down. And looks not bad. That's what I call a winter scene. But if you look right there, we can see these banners are too bright and it looks strange. For fix this, we using rotor node. Connect this mask pipe from color corrector. Hold down Control and grab points. Looks very well. Little bit organize. Select all of this and select backdrop. Called BG2. Then start merging this background with our barn. Select barn and simply merge with background. Another problem, we have this plane. Because our alpha channel looks like this. Object buffer will help us. But how to replace the alpha channel of an object buffer? Shuffle object buffer out. And copy red to alpha. Or just using shuffle copy node. Connect all pipes to the image and boom, all works. But we don't have ground shadow. Using shuffle, choose shadow and merge. Operation multiply. We need only a shadow on the ground. For this, connect mask input to the alpha channel of our barn. We see something strange. Let's expand alpha channel using the road node. And for a mask using a rotor node. Let's make a shadow on the barn a little bit darker. We can use this grade node. In mask, select shadow and invert. Now we can control the shadow separately, and it's cool. And slightly blur the shadow. Now composite a little bit better using grade node. Select grade node, choose black and white point on the barn. Then select white and black point on the background. And it's look way better. Look at result. It feels good, but there is a feeling that the house is ready to leave the ground and fly into space, like an alien ship in Peter Jackson's Bad Taste. We need snow on the bottom of walls. We're gonna use ambient occlusion path, shuffle ambient occlusion, and rename snow. And of course merge. Looks not right. But invert the snow, and we must add a contrast. Looks better, but we won't add mask on the bottom. For this, using ramp node. and you see the same result as a preview. But this area isn't good as they could be. So, I made an extra mask in Cinrma 4D. Here is it. Shuffle red channel, using rotor node to draw another mask, color to black. Looks way better. What's next? Snow on the roof. For this, I'm using the same technique as for background. Copy this color correction node, but for mask we're using red channel from this color mask from Cinrma 4D. Like this. In this case, for light wrap, I'm gonna use a glow node. Select glow, using rotor node, draw the mask, and feather. Add for example fog, using noise and little bit change the opacity. Select Reformat, set HD, and using Great Node little bit better. And maybe desaturate burn a little bit. Like this. That's all. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.